Hey folks, welcome back. I know it's been a minute since I've been on some Zelda. Wow. Just logging in today and, getting the map open, I was like, how do you play this game again? So I know it's been a couple of weeks, guys. I was sick. So I am definitely sorry about the long delay there. I figured I'd be over it in a week, and a week came and went, and it just wasn't happening. So, yeah, the test said it wasn't COVID, but it kind of felt like COVID. Just saying. So anyway, I'm pretty much back to normal now. Figured I would go ahead and get in some quick TOTK action for the evening. And I might not be on next weekend. That's been a thing that's been scheduled for a while now. I'm going to be out of town to see some family. But I am still going to try to stream. It's just going to be unscheduled, so I might stay up late while I'm there and do a stream or two. But yeah, as far as my regular scheduled stuff, that's probably not going to happen until after next weekend. But I'll be sure and get a new message out on my community board. When I figure out when I'm really going to start back up with a solid schedule. And also what that solid schedule is going to look like. And guys, before I get into TOTK here, I'm almost done with the game. So we've been talking about this. I want to wrap up Shrines and Caves. I don't think it's going to take terribly long. The 5th Sage, that's probably going to take a full weekend. And then there's just Ganondorf. So, I don't know, I can do this a couple of different ways. I can just go ahead and finish out the game. Like, right now I just kind of want to finish this region because we've already talked about it. But, I was thinking about maybe just finishing out the game in the way of the 5th Sage and doing the Ganondorf fight to actually, beat the game, quote-unquote. And then doing all the other stuff on the back end, like chasing down all the Glimps. Getting all the shrines and caves knocked out, whatever the regional stuff we want to do, depths work, whatever the case may be. I still wanted to hit all those sky chunks, to do that one quest in Kakariko. So yeah, there's still a lot more to do. So I don't know, I just kind of wanted to get your feeling on that. See if anybody had any preferences there as to which way I went. If I just got all the work stuff done and then, finished the series with the Ganondorf fight. That's kind of like the way I'd like to do it, but if, this playthrough is just dragging on too long and you just want it done, I get that too. So again, I'm open to suggestions on that. Alright guys, I'll go ahead and get myself out of the way, and I'll do a quick map overview. Before I do that, if you wouldn't mind taking a moment to like, share, subscribe, and comment, guys, that is always appreciated. Okay, me versus technology. That has not changed. Toodles! Alright, and speaking of technology, I'd better make sure I've got a hot mic here, because my little lights are not lighting up right now. So I might have had an awesome conversation with myself just a minute ago. Testing, testing. Alright, sweet deal. That means we definitely have a green light. Alright, just for proper shout-out purposes, I will once again be using ZeldaDungeon.net for some navigational help here. But yeah, I went ahead and pre-arrived at a destination. I wanted to make sure I wasn't wasting a bunch of time running around the map. But anyway, I'm up here by Hotno, the good old tech lad. There's a Koroks seed right down here where I'm standing. So I'm going to go ahead and stamp that sucker. Pow. And he's going to need to ride way down here where there's ironically another Koroks seed. Not only that, there's a little side quest. And I remember stumbling onto this one, just by free exploring means. And I ran right into this dude. Or maybe there's not a guy here. Maybe it was a message in the bottle. One way or the other, it prompted me to craft a boat and follow the trail of bottles in the water, and it led me to this point right here. So there's a cave over there. So yeah, that's like a whole thing. And then guys, we just got some Koroks seeds, treasure chests, Hudson Puzzle even. So yeah, let's get to work. Alright, so I need to find my friend. Hey, Kathy and Brad. Welcome back. Yeah, same to you. I guess it's welcome back for me too. So yeah, it feels good to be back. Honestly, I've been missing you guys. I really felt excited about doing a stream tonight. And I was going to do a birthday stream, but I was sick during my birthday, so no birthday stream for April. But it reminded me of last month's birthday stream, so I definitely hope y'all had a happy birthday. You, Brad, and I think it was Dee Dee Plays had a birthday. My son had a birthday. It was like birthdays for everyone. See, I don't know if I'm going to do a quote-unquote birthday stream, you know, just like on the back end. I don't even know what that would look like yet, but I'll figure that part out later on. So let's see, I think when I did this one before, I basically just tossed him off the cliff here and let him roll down. But, you know, that takes time, and I like Zonai devices, so... Let's go ahead and get a quick fan plane built. Wow, I cannot believe I actually remember button prompts. I don't think this thing's actually gonna go. Oh, man. It tried so hard. I don't know, maybe if I get it like... Ah, I knew that was gonna happen. Come on, Tulin. Help me catch my plane back. I'm not gonna get it. Oh, man! It's a pilotless airplane. Every time something like this happens live, I'm like reminded of that comment somebody posted a few months back. Somebody asked if this was scripted, and you all responded pretty quickly, it is absolutely not scripted. Yeah, you can't plan for this, see? This just kind of happens in my games. And normally I'm alone just getting irritated at myself, but it's more fun with y'all. So this guy was supposed to go over there. And we're not going to be anywhere near that, so... I don't know what to do right now. Oh, things going the distance. I don't know if that Korok's just going to respawn. Doesn't look like it. One good Koroks deserves another. I don't know, I'm gonna see what happens if I teleport back up to the top. That might reset itself. So Brad, to answer your question on how's the game going, well, it really hasn't been going. I just feel like this is the longest, the playthrough that won't die. Like, when I first started doing this and I agreed to do it back, you know, when the game launched, I was like, oh yeah, guys, I'll have this knocked out in a few months, you know, we'll play Hogwarts and life will be golden and everybody will be happy. Yeah. Here we all are 2 years later. I really haven't gotten anything done since my Laurelin village. I haven't been on to play, I haven't been on to explore, I've done nothing. I was really just so sick, I didn't even feel like gaming. My son was even like, Dad, you don't want to game? I'm like, dude, I don't feel good. But anyway, yeah, it looks like he reset, so that's awesome. Oops. Oh man. I was hoping that would just auto-build. Guess it doesn't work that way. Oh, it made a fake Korok. Wow. I think I knew that was going to happen, but I had forgotten. Again, it's been a minute. See, anyway, Brad, I don't know what to do here anymore. Like, I just feel like I need to finish the game ASAP, but I don't want to rush it at the same time. So I guess that's where my comments in the opening segment here came from. Okay, let's see if I can do it this way. Yeah, it worked out. I thought to myself, self, if that thing could take off and, you know, go all by itself and leave you in the dust, then why can't we do that with us standing on it? And myself agreed. And here we are. Win. Nice crash landing there. Oh yeah. Yeah, if I had known when I had started this playthrough that this game was going to take me this long to complete, I would have done it very differently. The editing process just... I didn't know. I didn't know. I was very naive. In fact, somebody just emailed me recently asking, you know, I really miss the shortened videos. You know, I noticed you kind of switched to a live. And I can't do the live. I don't, you know, it's hard for them to follow along with the game with audience interactions and whatnot. And I get that. And thank you for, you know, the emails, by the way. Because I feel like we can get on a level and really just kind of talk. So yeah, I really appreciated that, having the opportunity to chat with some folks on email. But anyway, again, just, you know, the editing time is just a nightmare for me. It takes me a week just to get it, push an edit out anymore. So, I don't know. Again, if I had known all this, you know, leading into this 2 years ago, I might have just done it more like Breath of the Wild style, learned the game really well for a few months, and then broke out the old camcorder, and then just, you know, hit record and did my thing. But wow, yeah, it's just... And it's a bigger game than I anticipated. There's a lot to it. Depths, caves, yeah. So anyway, I will go ahead and show where I wound up there on the map, and that guy started way back here. Got another Koroks seed right next to us, and this is where that little mini quest begins, by the way. I think that Korok is atop a tree. Not 100% sure on this one anymore. Yep. Hey, Draven, good to see you again. Yeah, no kidding, Brad. Like, when you say that's pretty sick, like... Yeah. It was an icky one. Like I said, the test said it wasn't COVID, but it felt like COVID. And if it looks like a duck and quacks like a duck, I call it roasted duck, so... Ah, gotcha, Kathy. Okay. Yeah, starting a new game. I kind of like the beginning, you know, when you have nothing. And you gotta go through the motions again, the opening level, whatever. You know, Breath of the Wild, that was the plateau. Here, it's the Great Sky Island. But, yeah, I get it. Like, it's a lot of fun, just starting a new game. Hey, Wanda, hello. Good to see you again. Okay, so it looks like Brad and Kathy restarted their games. Gotcha. Actually, Brad, I think I remember you telling me that a couple months back. Oh, Kayla, okay. So yeah, I got it. I got you. That's quite a ways back there. And I think that's before number 100. WrestleMania, okay. Hey, Countess, good to see you. Oh, it's a party tonight. We got a full house. Alright, let's see here. I'm not quite sure why there's a light bloom seed on that box. I guess that's just like trying to catch your attention, like there's something out there. But anyway, again, I just kind of found this by dumb luck, exploration, and I was like, ooh, shiny stuff. So, you know, of course I had to come over here and read the bottle. But I think that's actually what kicks the quest off, if I remember right. It even tells you follow the bright blooms, that's right. Alright, so a good thing for us is we've got plenty of machinery sitting here for the taking. Excuse me. Yeah, thanks, Wanda. I'm definitely glad I'm feeling better, too. Yeah, Brad. Gerudo, I know. It's like that itch. And you just can't scratch that itch until you get out there at some point. Alright, I want to say I built this boat just kind of basic before. Oh wow, that doesn't actually lift. I want to say I just kind of doubled up on the platform and it did just fine. I just popped a light bloom. That was kind of cool. Unintentionally. See, I'm pretty sure that's how I got around last time when I did this. I just kind of took what they gave me and went to town with it. And I thought there were some batteries here, but I'm not seeing them. Ah, there we go. Link isn't exactly sure-footed here. You notice I'm probably dropping my my doohickeys a lot in Ultra Hound. Come on. There we go. Alright, so yeah, just like the quest demands, follow the light blooms. And you don't have to do it, you know, literally. I kind of already showed you on the map there where we're heading. And I remember stopping off at some of these islands just to see if there was anything there. There wasn't. But I will check the map here and make sure I'm not missing anything on the way. Actually, yeah, I kind of sort of am missing something on the way. There is a chest out here. And just in case you missed the map overview earlier, this is the cave entrance way over yonder. So that's essentially where that trail of breadcrumbs is going to lead us to. Uh-oh, I'm getting targeted by something. That kind of looks like a shrine deal. Must have been the angle. So yeah guys, I'm just reading your chat here, and I contemplated, now when I was experimenting in BOTW, when I had the time to do that, I actually, instead of doing the lap around the Great Plateau, you know, and doing all what I was doing there in the very beginning of the game, running up to the rainforest, I actually tried a playthrough where I went right off the Great Plateau and started heading toward Gerudo. But wow, like I was running into black bobkins and stuff. They had great weapons, yeah, but it was a very tough fight with, you know, 3 hearts and no stam. And, you know, Great Plateau weapons. So I just decided not to do that. I felt like if it was that difficult for me, that wouldn't be a great way to go for a new player. So I thought, yeah, let's just keep, you know, stick to the rainforest. Stick to what works. Okay, there. This one's underwater. Whoops. And my link is all over the place today. It's probably me. Unfamiliar with the buttons. I kind of feel a little clumsy tonight. Large charge. Alright. Back on the road again. That ain't gonna work. And I'm pretty sure I stopped off on that little piece of line. There was nothing there. And you can kind of see a current, too. Like this little white spot in the water. That's like the jet stream or whatever. So try not to drive your boat in that, because you'll be fighting the current. It'll take you forever to get over there. I just found a prongy in the open ocean, guys. Did you see that? I didn't know they existed. Well, I'll be ding-danged. 2 of them. 3 of them. Okay, noted. I've spent some time swimming around the waters in this game, and I think that's the first time I've actually seen them out in the open ocean. Open, open. Pan, pan. Pizza, pizza. Somebody must be hungry. And that would be me. Okay, dang, yeah, guys, thanks. I was unaware. I guess I hadn't really been over here to search. I probably hit that area more thoroughly than up here, so yeah, noted. That's awesome. So yeah, Brad, just, you know, thinking back to BOTW, you know, the rainforest and the start of the game. So guys, the last time I talked about Switch 2, it came up in Convo here. I was saying, you know, tariffs, that the new price was going to be like $750, closer to $800. And that was true at the time. That's what that news article was saying. But Nintendo reconfirmed they are not going to raise the price on the Switch 2 due to tariffs. But everything else will have a higher price. So games, accessories, Joy-Cons, Pro Controllers, you know, wires, accessories, etc. Literally games, too, by the way. So literally everything else will go up in price. But the Switch 2 in and of itself will not, so that's kind of nice. And Nintendo's throwing us a bone there on that. And also more good news is one news article a few weeks ago was saying that the games would not be playable on the Switch 2. Or on the Switch 1 that were from Switch 2. So like my Metroid Prime 4, I was already looking at the prospect of probably having to, you know, buy the Switch 2 just to play Metroid Prime 4, and I was really bummed about that. So anyway, the article that I read today said that is not the case. Some games, you will be able to pop the cartridge into the old Switch. So like if I buy a Switch 2 game, say Metroid Prime 4, according to this article, I'll be able to slide it into my old Switch, my Switch 1, and it should work. So I don't know, you know, I'm not going to hold my breath on that, because unless I read it from Nintendo's website, you know, it can always not necessarily come to fruition. But, you know, that there is some hope there. So, you know, the fact that it's still only $450 kind of makes me really want to get one when it launches here in June. I'm not going to pre-order, but, you know, if that price holds true, I will probably get my hands on that so I can get that Metroid Prime 4 game going. Now, the bad thing is they still don't have a release date on Metroid Prime 4. So, you know, that brings me back to the Zelda game that got me talking about all this. If I do get the Switch 2 when it launches, I might go ahead and do another playthrough of Breath of the Wild. A Switch 2 version playthrough of Breath of the Wild. So it'll be the OG style, you know. I'll just kind of turn the game on, I'll play it. I'll do an actual, no kidding, you know, no master mode, no nothing crazy, just the game. And I'm sure it'll feel the same, I'm sure it'll play the same. In fact, I've already looked at comparison videos and the graphics, I can't tell no difference. I mean, yeah, it's got the higher frame rate or whatever, that's awesome. But, you know, if I can't see the difference, then I'm not really going to care about all that. I would just play it again more just for an updated playthrough. I mean, my god, that playthrough that I launched, what was that, 8 years ago now? That's really going back a ways. You know, and it was made with a camcorder, so maybe I'll just make it with more updated technology. So anyway, yeah, it just depends on Metroid Prime 4. You know, if that game still doesn't have a launch date by June, if it still just says 2025, I'm going to have to assume that means Christmas, and I'll have plenty of time to play Breath of the Wild again. So anyway, I just wanted to get your all's thoughts on that, because I know I talked about other games too, you know, like Subnautica, games that I haven't even started playing yet that I've always wanted to play. So yeah, just there's a lot in the gaming world right now that I just haven't seemed to have time for lately. Anyway, I don't even know what I'm doing right now. I'm running around in complete circles, not even paying attention to the playthrough here. And I found a treasure chest. That was really awesome. I even remembered to stamp the treasure chest. Go me. Talk about autopilot working well. So yeah, to proceed on through the cave here, guys, we're going to have to remove this boulder. And our bubble frog is above us. And I don't remember where I can ascend to hit that bubble frog. This might not work. Oh, that worked. But I think that's all that's up here. I don't really remember chests or anything. out of the norm. What? I totally missed that shot. And then I hit that one. Okay, I'll take it. I'll take the cheeky damage whenever I can get it. Nuts, I forgot to plug in the laptop. Well, I happened to look down at that sucker right at the moment that warning light came on, so hopefully my mic is still working here. You'd watch another BOTW run through. Okay. Yeah, so Countess, on that, one thing I was thinking about if I were to play that on that system was Breath of the Wild on, you know, the original release. It came with that DLC. And I built my entire strategy around that DLC. Running to the rainforest, getting the bone suit, getting the bone club, you know, right off the bat, and having the bone system going. I don't know if the Switch 2's BOTW is going to have that same DLC. I guess we'll have to look more into that, but if I cannot go out to the rainforest right away, I'm going to have to figure out a new beginning strategy. Like, it'll have to involve Gerudo for sure. The thing is it wants like a gazillion gemstones to upgrade that super suit just to get bone up. So it's not going to be a right off the Great Plateau weapon system anymore. Anyway, yeah, again, just a lot to think about. You bought the DLC just because of me? Yeah. I mean, you need it. It's like oxygen. It was a real shame they didn't include that, like, as part of the base game. Maybe they figured it was just too overpowered or something? I don't know. Anyway, yeah, as far as this cavern goes, I think that's all that's up here. I do have a treasure chest beeping. I'm not sure where that's coming from. Okay, it might be in the... It might not even be cave related, so I'm going to ignore that for now. Ooh, look at all the goodies, guys. I've had a few nodes in here now that were rare. So this is an all-in-all real nice loot cave. Oh, and we got a truffle to boot. Oh, yeah. Definitely stamping that sucker. Alright, so here's what we came here for. This dude who's all washed up, he doesn't look very excited to see another human, so he's just like, whatever, I'm stranded. Cool to see you passing by. Like, you'd expect him to jump up and, like, run over to you. Hey, I'm saved! Maybe he lit the wrong kind of campfire. Maybe this is like the Romancing the Stone campfire. Alright, folks, so that is that quest due and done. I think I got everything here in the cave that there is to get. So right above me, there should be a treasure chest on the outside. Countess, you'd buy it just for the Majora's Mask. Yeah, that thing was so nice to have right off the Great Plateau. So nice to have. But yeah, kind of like on that same sentiment, I would literally buy that just for the bone suit. Like, it doesn't even have to be chested or anything. It can just come with, you know, the game. I can just open the game and I'm already wearing it. I'd still spend the money. Alright guys, it looks like I'm beeping from this direction. Oh, that was a Koroks seed, by the way. Go me. Okay, that's right. I have some things pinned here, and I think those are chests. And I do believe we have a Hudson Puzzle over here, so I'll hit yellow first since I got the altitude to get over there. Good old President Hudson. And this one is all over the place. What do they want me to do with that? I don't even remember this one. Okay, but I think I got it. I think I see a way forward on this awkwardness. Let's see if my mental mapping is going to help me here. It might not, but I saw it pretty clearly a second ago. Aha! Okay, but will that actually hold it up? See, I kind of feel like we need something to brace it on this side. That's kind of an odd. Hopefully that holds. One way to find out. Ah, nuts. Spamming my buttons too fast there. Yeah, it holds alright. And it looks like it would have been enough without putting that pole on the other side, but you can never be too sure. Brad, yeah, you got that romancing the stone fire. As a kid, I had no idea what they were talking about. It was just funny. Then I watched that again as an adult. I was like, oh my god! They did that! So awesome. Honestly, that was like one of the better movies I remember, like, of all time. It was way underrated, way underappreciated. I can watch that movie any day of the week and thoroughly enjoy it and still laugh. Those were Italian. Well, now they're practical. Still makes me laugh. Alright, looks like one of these chests I was talking about is... Aw, man, I forgot to mark that Hudson Puzzle. Oh, I was right in that dude's face, wasn't I? Aw, man! I was hoping that was going to hold on for dear life. Yeah, that's true, Brad. That is a reason to go to the rainforest early game, is those durians. Like, if you're gonna, you know, start stacking up the stam and run around with 3 hearts, like, the durians are kind of mandatory to balance that out. So the rainforest is still gonna have to happen. But yeah, I would also prioritize that bone suit out of Gerudo. So I have no idea how I would do that. But we definitely have to build ourselves up a little bit just to get out there. Because like I said, there's black bobkins, black lizzles and stuff. Like, those are later game enemies. And walking around with a soldier's broadsword just ain't going to cut it. So yeah, that'll definitely be a little bit of a... I'll have to remap that strategy out just a little bit. But I still think it would be fun. Yeah, Countess, if you saw it as a kid, rewatch it again as an adult. It's a whole new experience. Brad, yeah. So if you were a kid and you had parents that were, you know, trying to point satellite dishes around, did you ever have the antenna that while you were touching it, the picture was clear? But as soon as you let go to go sit back down on the couch, the picture would get fuzzy. So, like, you had to watch the movie standing there holding the antenna next to the TV. I was that kid. I was taking one for the family. I made it happen. Just saying. Alright. Should be one more treasure chest here in this little block puzzle. I like these little cube puzzle chests. They're always fun. And it's usually an ascend situation, but not always. Sometimes there's another way they want you to get into these things. But in this case, it's a chest situation. Or an ascend situation. Yeah, my nickname there was the Antenna Kid. But hey, I made it happen. We watched crystal clear TV 90% of the time. Wow, we've come a long way with technology. If I were to tell a 12-year-old that story, they'd probably look at me cross-eyed. Alright guys, I'm just going to check my mini-map here. I want to say there's a couple of more Koroks seeds here. Yeah, rabbit ears, that's what they were called. And some of them were like round or octangular. I don't know. They tried different designs, but they all were crap. Ah, yeah, that's nice, having someone to take turns with. Get a little break, you know, get some couch time. Okay, yeah, there's definitely another seed over here, so I'm definitely going to migrate that way. And I got that one. Aw, man, there's one right there by that cave entrance. I'm not going to go out of my way to go get that, but I will go ahead and stamp that for y'all. A Korok seed right there on them rocks. And I think it's the little red, you know, arrow things that are pointing to... Oh, no, disregard. I just looked at the dungeon map. That's one of those toilet plunger things that you got to pop up, the Koroks. See, I'll just go ahead and stamp that for now so I don't have to waste time going all the way back over there. And then we're going to go across Deepback Bay here. Funny, at quick glance, I thought that said Cheesecake Bay. So I mentioned it was recently my birthday. And believe me, I celebrated. After I felt better, you know, it was cake and candy and game on. And I'm kind of reeling from the health effects of that and my newfound beer belly. I'm like, dang, it was only 3 weeks! Yeah, 3 weeks of junk food, that'll do it. So yeah, speaking of junk food, so we had the birthday junk food, then we had the Easter junk food, and then nobody wanted to wait till Easter. It's only one more day, but everybody wanted their Easter bunnies now. I'm like, okay, fine, we can have our Easter bunnies now. So yeah, I just got done eating that. And now I feel extremely... bloated isn't really the right word. I feel like my innards are flushing right now. Alright, so there's that, and that one is all the way across the bay. I don't really want to have to swim all the way over there, but it looks like I'm going to be doing just that. Maybe I can get a little altitude here. Rivali's Gale would be awesome right now. Speaking of Switch 2 and BOTW. Alright, Toolin, help a brother out. We need to get across this water without swimming. Make it so. He did not make it so. Oh, check it out, more prongies, guys. So we are still in prongy territory here. Maybe this whole region right here is where to go hunting for them. Okay, so I pinned all the way over here for a cave entrance. And I don't believe there's anything else nearby, but again, I'll do a quick map check here and make sure. Okay, again, I'm kind of taking that back just a little bit. I already got that seed, that's right, when my runaway plane got away from me. And there's another one, not terribly far, I'll go get that real quick. I don't mind getting the close stuff. But if I feel like I have to burn half the stream just to get to a spot for a Korok seed that I don't need, ouch. Kind of forgot those had a little bit of reach in the rain. Ah, we got a dancing idiot! If I had done that, I probably would have just stamped this and moved along with my life. But I'm here. I like that little popping noise it makes. Thump! T-H-U-O-O-M-P. Thump! And just because I can... I wonder how many of y'all thought I was going to take electrical damage right there because I was running right into that. I might have thought I was taking a little electrical damage right there because I was running right into that myself. Alright, before I get into this cave, I'll catch up on comments here. Oh, the attic. Yeah, good call. Oops. Maybe I should pause it. I didn't even know that was happening until I heard the little headshot sound from Tulin. Yeah, putting it in the attic. That's brilliant, Brad. Tweak the aerial. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, where were you, Brad? We all needed you. Alright. I think that was a silver, too, so... I need to pay a little bit of attention here so I'm not eating spinach on a Saturday night. I can never tell what weapon that is. I think that's a royal. Yes. I haven't perfect dodged in over a month. This ought to be interesting. Aha! Hit it the first time. Man, that thing just shredded that dude. Sometimes I forget just how much that double damage matters. Ah, there's a tough guy up above me there. Nice headshot, Tulin. Ah. Butter boots. Hard at work. Oh man, I'm hitting the rocks, aren't I? About time. Oops. That felt like a lot more work than it should have been, but we're through it. Okay, we got another node there. A couple of ways to fall down, but I don't want to fall down just yet. I at least want to go get that travel gate activated. Oh, wait a minute. We can't do that yet. That's right. We do have to go down first and break the boulders. It's all coming back to me. Oh, nuts. I didn't mean to actually break that. Oh, well. Yeah, Brad, I was just thinking about that. Me and my thoughts. In BOTW, you need a way to get powered up. Like, you have to go find that. You have to go earn it. Here in TOTK, as long as you know the right base weapon with the right tipper, you're already in business. So I guess that's why I really like the BOTW better, because you had to put strategy into your build up. It wasn't just like given to you. I feel like it's more given to you in this. Ah. Huh. Oh well. That was just funny timing on that headshot. Ah. The good old Mind's Eye. Very, very reminiscent of BOTW. That was like a good shield in the beginning of the game. Okay, I don't think there's anything down there. Oh wow, it's been a minute. I honestly don't remember. Okay, so back to Shrine. Make sure I'm not missing anything in the cave. I think that's all that's in here, though. Oh, don't forget the bubble frog. Oops. And that is probably going to be just a blessing. Funny, it didn't look like it was going to be just a blessing when I entered. Nope, not just a blessing. Okay, so we're backing out of here. Wow, I'm still belching up that chocolate bunny, like... Yeah, very anti-healthy food, and I can actually feel it now in my body. Like, why did I eat that whole thing in one sitting? Alright. So I think we're pretty much done here in cave. I'll do a quick map look and see if there's anything nearby. Wow, there's nothing here. So from here, guys, I want to migrate a little bit farther north. Now, I've already done some of this. If you remember way long time ago, in the very beginning of the series, like a year ago, I went through here already and I got the, I think that was the barbarian piece, one of the pieces. We wound up here, we did the shrine, cave, etc. So yeah, that's done. Now there's a obscure chest out there with 5 arrows in it. Nobody cares about that. There's some Koroks seeds in the area. Yeah, nothing really worth going out of my way for. 10 arrows, a couple Koroks seeds. So it looks like a Koroks seed here. Koroks seed here. There's a treasure chest there, but again, it's loot. Nobody really cares about 10 arrows. There's a chest like right around there. I'll just go ahead and stamp it. And then the 5 arrows is at a bad boy nest. Right about here. So yeah, those will just be stampables. And look at me go, I've got the stamps. And then out here to the right, I will hit a couple more key points of interest. It looks like right about here, and this is rough math, guys, it might actually be... Actually, no, that looks just about right. So right about there. That one's got 5 arrows, once again. And then, yeah, we got a seed right down here by the water line. Another seed right up here on this little flat spot of land. So again, I don't really want to deal with those because they're kind of out of the way, and you know, I'm past the point where I need seeds anymore, but if I'm in the area, I at least want to point them out for y'all, and in case you are interested in going to get some of these resources. Now guys, this is a tower I visited a long time ago, and I didn't show it. I was just trying to get the tower to get somewhere. And I didn't really feel like I needed to show like a Secrets of Lanayru Tower video because there's really nothing there except for the shrine and the Spring of Wisdom. But again, there's just nothing else there. So yeah, I just went ahead and got into the tower there. There was nothing to do. There was no puzzle to get in there. It was just already open, ready to go. All we had to do was step foot in here and use it. But yeah, this shrine was definitely something I had to come back for. Okay, I need to find my boots. Where's my boots? There's my boots. And then let's see, we need temperature shield. I think I'm okay. No, I still need another piece of clothing. Alright, this way Link gets to show off his tatted abs. And we've got proper temperature control. So yeah, Spring of Wisdom, guys. I don't remember how to activate this one, so bear with me while I go down here and look. I just want to see... I'm going the wrong way. I just want to see if I can activate it via talking to the statue. So if you didn't already go visit the goddess statue in the canyon, the Forgotten Temple or whatever it's called, I'll show you that here on the map in just a moment. I've already done that, so it should... Okay. So apparently all we have to do is go get a claw, which is awesome because I just saw the dragon somewhere. Perfect timing. Like that never happens. I think anywhere on the foot will gen up a claw. But I wanted to be real sure there and make sure I hit a toe at least. There it is. This is one of those decisions. Do I just warp back up to the tower and fly down, or do I just climb up? It's hard to know, like, which one's quicker. Yeah, Brad. I feel a weird feeling inside me right now, like I'm waterlogged, but I know it's because I ate junk food. It's just an uneasy feeling, like I wish I didn't eat it. But yeah, very acidic and very addicting, agreed. Okay, that is a different thing. So right now I'm just going to kind of focus on the spring. Where is the... Yeah, I always get so mentally lost in the never-ending lists here. Okay, dragon scales, dragon stuffs, there we go. Exactly, Countess. I had a whole dozen of those little mini Cadbury cream eggs. I'm like, oh, I'll just eat one. Then I ate another one because I'm like, they're small, you know, who cares? Next thing I knew, all 12 of them were gone. All of them gone. So yeah, there's no rationalizing just eating one or two. Like, I'm not Chuck Norris here. I can't just eat one Cadbury cream egg. Okay, I'm not sure what happened there. I wasn't really paying attention. Okay, so that's all we have to do here. Awesome. That is due and done. So guys, while I'm on a roll here with quest-type stuffs, let's go ahead and talk to this NPC right here. Whoever this is. Nazibi. Nazbi. Nazbai. Nazbai. Nazbi. Could be any of those. Probably none of those. Oh yeah, we gotta do a light puzzle. I'm not a big fan of these, but I'll do it. So to do this one, we actually gotta go up to the Sky Island. Oh, and I totally forgot to show you a map shot of that stupid canyon forgotten thing. Yeah, I'll do that here in a second. Countess, yay for stamps. Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, that bow symbol. What is up with that? So many times I wanted to place that bow symbol. Alright guys, so yeah, the Mother Goddess statue is way over yonder. Way over here in the Forgotten Temple, that's what it's called. So you actually have to go inside there, and don't worry, there's not 10,000 guardians trying to kill you. You'll just be able to go right in. And all the way in the back, you'll see a toppled over goddess statue. Just go ahead and talk to her head or her face. It should activate, you know, there's a button prompt there. And then you can come back over here and do the whole claw thing. So anyway, speaking of Sky Islands, where we need to go is like way over here. So we're going to go ahead and launch ourselves out of the cannon like the circus. There's a frost palace north of that tower. Me and him have... Yeah, Brad. I think I know which one you're talking about. It was up here somewhere, if I remember right. There's also gloom hands around here, guys, and I'm going to have to look at the dungeon map real quick to tell you exactly where that was. But I remember finding that by accident one day, and that was nightmarish. Okay, so the Gloom Hands, it looks like he's right down about here somewhere. And then not only is there a Talus up there, but there is also a Hudson Puzzle, which I definitely want to hit. So thank you for mentioning that, Brad. Rough math. Hudson Puzzle's probably right about there. Frost Talus is out in the open here somewheres. Then we got another Koroks seed. Might as well. Alright, but for now, I need to get over to my pin to make sure I hit that island. I might have waited too long there to hit my glider. I need to give that another... Oh, wait a minute. Maybe you don't launch high enough to actually hit that island. I'm going to try that again and actually pay attention this time. Yeah, true that, Countess. It is a dangerous business. That's why I normally don't even buy it, because I know better. I know if I have it in the house, I'm going to know where it is, and I'm going to want it. So I used to keep an emergency Snickers bar in the basement, you know, in case of emergencies, tornadoes, just whatever. But I know it's there, so like it never lasts more than a couple of days. Hey, 1992 Marigold, good to see ya. Welcome to the stream. Climbed frantically, okay. Oh, you're referring to the Gloom Hands? Okay. Yeah, I remember running and screaming because I didn't want to deal with it. I don't remember climbing, though. I think I went the other way and flew. One way or another, I got scared and I picked a direction. Let's see. Chunky Milk. Hey, what is up? How am I live stream? I'm actually using OBS. I'm a big fan of OBS because I like anything open source. It's known. It's well known. It's compatible with just about everything. So yeah, it's updated regularly. So I'm definitely a big fan of OBS. And if you're looking at, if that's why you're asking, that's the first thing I would recommend. There's ways to stream directly through YouTube. Honestly, it felt confusing to me and I never figured out how to do that. And everybody keeps telling me I need to learn how to stream through Twitch and Discord. But every time I open either one of those two apps or web pages, I'm lost. It's a nightmare. There's no instructions, so I just never figured it out. Oh, look at that. They give us a flying device. How nice. Okay, again, guys, we are going here to my blue, so I need to head south once I get airborne here. Oh, actually, I could have made that via Sky Tower. I don't know where I thought I was going there, but... Look at that, we got a fairy fountain. I wonder if I need fairies. This is where they would be, right? Honestly, don't know. Yeah, I'm actually using a... oh my god, I forgot about that part. I had to get the capture card. I'm using an Elgato, just one of the less expensive Elgato, you know, it's good enough. I'm not doing, you know, NBC professional level video work here. I'm just doing video game stuff, and I find that the lesser expensive Elgato of the options that were out there, I think it was only like... Honestly, can't remember how much I spent on this thing. It wasn't terribly expensive, though, and it works like a champ. So, oh man, I'm not wearing my stealth set, so all these fairies are just getting away from me. Oh well. But now I know at least I have one. So yeah, capture card. I have to run HDMI into the input on the capture card, and then of course I've got another HDMI going to my TV so I can actually see what I'm doing. Because that little OBS window on my computer screen just doesn't cut it. It's way too tiny. And when you're used to looking at, you know, 65 inches, then this little 3.5-inch thing just doesn't do it. Very difficult to play a video game with that. But yeah, it works like a champ. Have not had one real issue with this thing, other than sometimes if the laptop is dying, and, you know, I plug it in, it's like it glitches out, and then some of the audio gets lost, but that might not have anything to do with the capture card or OBS. It might just be my computer, or it might be one or the other of those two things, who knows. But 99% of the time it runs just fine. It goes off without a hitch. One thing that I did have to do, though, with OBS is go in there and tweak the settings a little bit. Because I was having terrible video quality coming through on the channel. And I can't remember now how I did that. I had to, like, Google, what does YouTube recommend for OBS settings for streaming? And I just kind of followed that, and I you know, matched everything up as best as I could. The frame rate was a big thing. I manually set the frame rate to what YouTube recommended, because OBS was not set that way. I'm not sure what I'm supposed to be doing right now. I guess I'm just running for my life, trying to get through all these rings as quickly as possible. Alright, shield surfing, guys. This is not my forte. I can do it, but I have to fumble with it. It just does not come naturally to me. It's very clumsy feeling. So I was just chatting with somebody in comments a couple of days ago. Oh god, I can't remember who this was. Mike B, maybe? No, that's not right. It was Austin Brian, or Brian Austin, I think. Sorry if I've got that all wrong. But anyway, the Breath of the Wild game, the DLC challenge for Rivali, the one where you have to get through the Rings of Light quickly. Same problem, couldn't shield surf, just like me, you know, it was tearing me up, couldn't get through the stupid rings fast enough. Anyway, he had the brilliant idea to call the horse over, and he used the horse. I was like, that is so smart, how did I not think of that? Alright, so here is our shrine. Is that a blessing? I think that's just a blessing. I hope that's just a blessing. Yeah, Brad, thank you so much. Appreciate you hanging out tonight. It was a lot of fun. And definitely good to see you again. Yeah, shield surf Wanda. I need to practice that. Oh my god, this is not a blessing. Okay, yeah, we're gonna have to do this on another video. Normally when you have to work for them, it's just given, but not the case tonight. Alright, Chonky Milk, good to see you. Have a good night. Thanks for hanging. Good luck with that capture card and OBS. Hope it works out for you. It takes a little bit to figure out, but you know, there's a lot of help online out there for it, so definitely want to wish you luck on that. Frozen meat to the shield makes you go faster? I did not know that. Thank you so much for sharing that. That is awesome. Makes perfect sense. Less friction. A slab of frozen meat. I wonder if that would help in the BOTW realm. Oh no, you can't fuse meat to shield. Never mind. I just answered my own question. Alright guys, so there is that. Wow, that took us way out of the way, didn't it? I am way the heck down here now. So since I'm already down here, I'm going to see if there's anything nearby I can scoop up real quick. I don't think there is. I remember the snowfield being pretty barren when I tromped through here before. Okay, we do have the chasm here. Oh my god, there's 3 gloom hands over here. That's right, I do remember that. There was a lot of running and screaming in that area. There were gloom hands for days over here. Because I remember there used to be a Hinox, and I was like, oh, I wonder if that Hinox is still there. Nope! 3 gloom hands. Yeah, there is a Koroks seed here, though. I might as well go ahead and stamp that since I'm in the area. Yeah, Marigold, you're not alone. That shield surfing, I mean, oh my god, I was in BOTW for a couple of thousand hours before I finally got it to work. And I still couldn't do it reliably. Like, seriously, it was just as bad as learning the perfect dodge skill. Couldn't do it. Avoided it at all costs. So it was just one of those things like perfect dodge. I had to buckle down and just learn it. And yeah, very clumsy, even to this day, very clumsy. I just don't like the mechanic for it. I wish there was another way to activate that. Alright guys, I will dip down here and get those couple of goodies I mentioned. Looks like we got a construct nest right below. Neither one of those have parts that I need, so scratch that. I think I'll do Koroks seed first. Let's see if one tree log is going to be heavy enough. And so it is. Oh wow, Wanda, that was your last shrine? Oh my god, that's got to be a nightmare. Having to do something you don't want to do, and it's the last thing to do. Ah, it's got to suck. You have my support. Good old Hudson Puzzle. Alright, so this one should be pretty straightforward. I think we just have to put something on the back end here, and a snowball should work. Now remember your what's that called? Ruby shield. That's going to be a problem. It's going to want to melt that snowball, so you either need to be quick about it or probably just change shields for this little bit. Aw, man! Okay, well that didn't work. apparently I can't shortcut this one. I mean, it should have worked. Just saying. Okay, I'm just gonna go with my original idea and use a tree log. Oh, they put that plant right in the way? Was that on purpose? Who put that there? Alright, the tree log is definitely a better way to go there. Looks like I could have just broken that little bush out of my way, but it's whatever. Okay, see, I didn't know that about the shields. I didn't know there was a difference in speed. So maybe that's why I could never do that shield surfing quest in BOTW up there under the Hebra Peak. Because I wasn't using the right shield. Maybe I'll have to revisit that with like a kite shield or something. Ooh, Hoverstone. Yeah, that would have been on point. I could have whipped out a quick Zonite device. Didn't even think about that. Alright, guys. That is President Hudson. And the only other thing I wanted to do over here, I guess take out that Frost Talus. Then again, I don't think I really need to. I think that's a pretty recent tipper there. But at the same time, I really can't remember. Yeah, I'll just go ahead and skip it for now. Alright guys, I really want to finish out the Mount Lanayru, mountain peak, whatever. So I will kind of wrap around. Now I'm not going to go down into this. That's kind of like a separate area. And it's not as fun as BOTW, but there are some things down there. A couple Koroks seeds, etc. So I'm not going to dip down that far. And I did this cave a long time ago. I did this one kind of like blind. I had never done it before. Somebody, I think Jim Lewis too, had asked me to do a video on just like how do I find things and explore on my own. So I kind of just picked a spot on the map I had never been to and hit it. But here, we got a goodie. I believe that's a Korok seed. Yep, it is. Another one down here. And then they have that cave, and that's pretty much it for Lanayru here. Lord only knows if I'm saying that right. Yeah, that's a good question, Wanda. What shields are faster? If anybody knows, I'd love to see that in the chat here. So, you know, thinking about that shrine I just got, because I see that there's a lot of trouble out there with that one in particular, that one I shield surfed to. I wonder if you can build a quick Zonai device, like a sled and a fan and a control stick. And if that wouldn't get you down, you know, fast enough, maybe that's worth giving a try. I don't know. I would try it. And I think we have one of those pre-built. I think that's in one of our schematics. We've got that sled with a fan and a control stick. Yep, hovercraft right there. But if you don't have the schematic, you just simply throw out a sled, one fan, and one control stick. And you're in business. And since that's going downhill, I'd imagine that would be pretty quick. Oh, whoops, I did not mean to do that. Ah, it's one of these little dandelion-looking things. Alright. So guys, I didn't do this as a scheduled stream. I know it's Saturday night, and I know I normally do TOTK anyway, which is actually why I'm here, just because it's been a while. But I probably won't be on tomorrow. If I do, it'll be a random time. It won't be my normal noon. Because it's Easter. I don't even know if it's appropriate to do an Easter stream. I don't know. Is that a thing? I mean, I'm happy to do one. I just can't, you know, I can't tell you what time that'll be. But yeah, I'd absolutely be happy to do an Easter stream if y'all are interested in that. We could do some more TOTK. Just kind of do some random stuff, goof off a little, should be fun. Oh, a couple of lizzles. I just can't help myself. They're here, I'm here, everybody is here. Buttons. There we go. I'm blaming the buttons. It's really my fingers that's the problem. And I believe that's our Korok seed right there, the naked tree. It's always the naked one. Hylian shield and... Ooh, the Hylian shield. And Radiant shield. Hylian shield and Radiant shield. Okay, noted. Yeah, thanks for sharing that, Countess. Yeah, the sled. I kind of wish I could go back now. I'm pretty sure I'm past, like, autosave opportunities, but, it would have been nice to try to rerun that with a sled and a fan and see if I could make it. Alright, so that's pretty much it for Mount Lanayru here. I've only been on for an hour and change. I kind of feel like I can do a little more here. I will take a quick intermission though. I do need some agua. I'll take a quick break to water the horses. And I'll come back on here and figure out another little section. Maybe I'll go north a little bit further, kind of start hitting this area. Let me look on the map and see if there's even caves or shrines. Because really the main thing I'm looking for is caves and shrines. Okay, yeah, there's a cave. And it looks like a little quest is attached to that cave. True treasure. Okay, so it says we cannot even do this cave until we complete Sidon of the Zora first, in which we already have in my playthrough. So yeah, we can hit that cave. It's right here. I kind of remember going into this one before, because I remember coming here to see if that Lino was there with the 2 gold chests. It wasn't, but there was a cave. Oh, and speaking of caves, did I get that bubble frog? Pretty sure I did. Okay. So yeah, we can definitely do that. There's a Koroks seed there as well. And then there is a shrine. And that's part of that cave system as well. Ooh, there's a Hudson Puzzle there. Right about there. A couple more Koroks seeds. Yeah, again, I really don't want to go Koroks seed hunting here in this stream. Ancient Blade. Ooh, Ancient Blade. That's interesting. I wonder what an Ancient Blade is here in TOTK. I'm thinking Breath of the Wild. My brain is stuck on that. Oh, it's just that stupid little tipper. Okay, never mind. Yeah, I'm not going out of my way for that. What I might do, though, is jump down to the left, because there is a chested rubber piece down there. And I think we have to do some work to get into that cave, but that is way over here. So yeah, that should be fun. We can do some more work when we get back here. Alright guys, I will be right back. Alright, back in the saddle again. So I don't know if I remembered to talk about this in the beginning. Might as well come back on here while it's break time. So some of you guys might have noticed a little shiny star to my... Let's get this backwards. To my right. Right? I can't look at the screen and do this. To my right. Anyway, yeah, the kids really like getting me video game stuff now for birthdays and holidays, and man, if I keep having birthdays, there's not going to be any more room back here. Like, it's really starting to fill in. So anyway, apparently there's another thing coming for the background, and it's like 1 foot long or something, or 1 meter long. Like, where am I going to put that? So yeah, we're going to have to get creative here with the background, but this thing actually lights up. It's got batteries in it, and it's glowing. Coolest thing ever. So Nintendo, if you're watching, Switch 2, yeah, I'll buy the thing, but I want another Super Mario Galaxy type game. I loved Super Mario Galaxy, and a lot of people I talked to that were Mario geeks talk about how Galaxy was like one of their favorite ones of all time. So there was something to the Galaxy. It was the feel of, you know, finding new worlds, new planets. It was just awesome. So yeah, definitely would like to see something like that again come back in the for the Switch 2. And I'd also like to see the next Zelda game, not just, you know, BOTW again, TOTK again, but like the next new Zelda game. That would be something. Okay. Catch up on some chat here. Break time feels so good. Marigold, you don't like the cave. I wonder which one you're referring to. There's the cave here. I remember having trouble with that one. I don't remember why, though. And this one I don't remember at all. I don't even remember getting that rubber piece. So either I didn't do it or I just don't remember it. Yeah, same thing, Countess. I hope they don't stray too much. Keep it open world. We need a new map, though. Don't recycle maps. Do not recycle maps, Nintendo, if you're listening. No, we need a new map, a new world. But yeah, don't stray too far from Breath of the Wild. Take what was successful and make it new again, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Give us a new world, give us a new feel, but it needs to basically be the same type of game. Alright, good stuff. Yeah, my kids love me. They spoil me with man-child gifts. And I'm totally okay with that. Okay, got you, Marigold. Yeah. Alright, so yeah, let's try to get through this. Let's see, I'm about an hour and a half. I'll try to go around the water basin here to some extent. And again, I'm not going to actually go around and collect all this stuff, but I do want to break that map back open. And while I'm on screen with you guys, do a quick map overview just for stamps. Just because there are some things here, like quite a bit actually, in the way of Koroks and whatnot. Okay, so I think I already marked one here. I'm just going to go ahead and drop a stamp on that one. And then we've got a twofer, it looks like. And we got a chest, but that's inside the cave, so I'm not going to hit that on here just yet. And it looks like that twofer, wow, he travels. He is not close. That thing is out of the way. I'm even having trouble seeing it on the map. Okay, it's right to the left of this, and then north of that. Okay, so right here. Wow, that thing is out of the way. But anyway, that's a twofer. You got to fly him down. He'll land around here somewheres. And then we've actually got another twofer, ironically, down here. And I will get this one because it'll be close. Convenient. Go ahead and pin that bad boy. Another one down here. And I think I mentioned that Hudson Puzzle. Yippers. Okay, so other seeds. One's going to be here. And I'm not sure what that one is yet. Oh, it's a puzzle block up against the cliff wall. Okay, so that should be pretty straightforward. It looks like a little J shape. There's one underneath the deal here, and I think this is an ascend point. It's probably closer to the front there. Ascend through the stump. Yep, got it. So just go under that overhang there, and you'll see the stump on the ceiling. And there is a chest. I think I already talked about the ancient blade, but I didn't actually mark it. And that might be in an old recycled hiding spot. There's kind of like an overhang here, if I remember right. You'd have to approach it from the north here, but you should be able to see into it. And then another Koroks seed way the heck over here. And that's another dandelion to pop on top of this little structure. Okay, and that's pretty much it for this little segment. So let's go ahead and get to work now on our pins. And I will go ahead and get out of the screen here for just a moment. Toodles! Alright, I need to go to light blue first. Whoops. So now there is a side quest attached to this one, and I can't remember how I activated that before. But I just read here on the dungeon map that you can actually get into this one and activate it straight away. You don't have to necessarily go through all the prior steps first. So you can either get into this one by free exploring and just stumbling upon the cave, or you can, you know, have started the actual quest wherever that begins. It doesn't actually say that. Maybe I can multitask here, read and fly at the same time. I kind of feel like I'm texting and driving right now. It's a weird feeling. It is possible to start the quest here in the cave and skip the previous step. But it doesn't specify what that previous step is. And it also says Sighting of the Zora must be completed first. Yeah, got that. Okay, it says you found Sasan when you entered the cave at Tram Point. Oh, whoops. I'm already here, aren't I? See? Multitasking, texting, and driving. Okay, here it is. I just clicked on another link. It says, and you know what, I better get somewhere safe before I kill myself and have to eat spinach. It says, speak to Kodah in the Seabed Inn. Kodah, Seabed Inn. I have no idea where the Seabed Inn is. That might be in Laurelland Village. Wait, that's not Laurelland Village. Where am I? Where's that place at? Oh man, it doesn't tell me the names. I have no idea where the Seabed Inn is. But anyway, that doesn't matter because we can activate the quest here. So I'm assuming if you're looking at this segment, you just need help with the cave and you already have found it one way or the other. Alright, anywho, yeah, so here we are. Go ahead and pop on in. There should be an NPC down there, but before I do that, I do want to get this Koroks seed real quick. Where is this Koroks seed real quick? I thought there's a rock up here. Huh. Well, let's see what the map says. Oh, flower trail. Okay, yeah, I completely remember this one wrong. Or maybe it was a rock to pick up in BOTW. I don't know. But yeah, remember that Lionel that was out here? White maimed. Link missed all the opportunities that whole time. First of all, I didn't get my glider open. And then, yeah, I totally missed the pillar. That's okay, that one made up for it. That was supposed to be a quicker way to get up there. What actually ended up happening was that was never going to work. Yeah, that's true. It was always raining here. I remember every time I was doing that Lionel fight, I was dealing with rain. I had totally forgotten about that. I guess that's why I figured just go ahead and fly in from the mountain. Like, do it from the air was really the only way to deal with that guy. Okay, there's our NPC. Got some crabs down here. Nice little bonus. Okay, I was slowly not paying attention, but I see a boat here, so I assume we're using the boat. Okay, so I'm guessing we just have to do this. And the tool and sneeze will propel us, or I might just be able to put a fan on the back here. I don't know if it'll even let me attach Zani devices. I'm about to try that. That didn't piss him off, so I guess we're okay. There's a Korok leaf here, so I guess you can just make a leaf weapon, but I don't want to waste weapons if I don't have to. Oh, maybe I don't have to. Okay, I think we just have to put it in the water. Alright, tell him it's rafting time. Okay, I do remember this one. This one is a little bit labor intensive because you don't know where the water is. Like case in point, I'm getting hung up now on the rocks. It's like you have to kind of know where you're going to a degree. Oh man, that fan's really gonna mess me up, isn't it? Yeah, I remember being here doing this quest for a while. I wasn't a big fan of it. Honestly, a control stick is probably gonna be the way to go. Instead of me fighting with this leaf and this sail. Uh-oh. Oh, nuts. I cannot break the sail off. Good to know, good to know. That's an awful sharp turn. I don't know if I'm going to make that. My fan isn't centered very well. That's part of the problem. The thing's really got to be centered, otherwise the boat won't turn right. I don't know if it'll let me pick it up with him in it. Oh, look at that. Sure does. Maybe that's a way to cheat this one. I wonder if I can do that all the way across. Well, maybe I don't necessarily have to, but... yeah, if you really get stuck in here, that's probably a way you can get around having to drive the boat through. I remember having to go left for some reason. Oh, come on. Get over that hill! You can do it! I don't know why I remember going around to the left. I guess it really doesn't matter now that I'm looking at it. They're gonna make me wait for the tide twice, aren't they? I don't know, is that good enough? Oh, you gotta talk to that NPC, I bet. Heck no, okay. I just needed to get a little bit closer, I guess. So there's a couple of different options there for that one for y'all. Yeah, I remember being in here for a while, getting that boat across those stupid things. The tide going up and down. It felt very Super Mario Bros. To me. Alright. Now, that's probably just a blessing. Third time's a charm. I'm gonna pop in here and see what happens. Alright. Finally got our gimme. A diamond to boot. I will take it. I kind of wish they would just put a chest outside with a diamond in it instead of making you go into the shrine to collect the chest. But then I guess you wouldn't get your spirit orb. Or light of blessing. I mean, they could just put that outside too, right? In a chest. Hey, Jackie L, what's going on? Yeah, I'm back, alright. Yeah, thank you so much. Good to see you again. Alright. I do not want this. But I can't toss that? Wait a minute. Before I actually get out of the cave, I think there's more to this. Yeah, just south of this shrine, there should be another chest. Ah, I see it. Okay, yeah, it was part of that floating garbage over there. I guess I'm doing this with an ice block. If I can get my feet on this little mountain. Alright. Whoopsie! Oh no, my shield! Quick! Alright, there it is. That's the cave in a nutshell. Not sure what that was. Hudson Puzzle, maybe? Oh, looks like there's more crabs in here, too. Those cook up real good, so... might as well scoop them up. Oh, the bubble frog. Yeah, good call, Countess. The bubble frog. Where is that bubble frog? Wasn't even thinking about him that entire time. I was just thinking about the puzzle. Now see, that is so suspect. There's nothing there. Yeah, this one's hidden good. I'm thinking it's either on the ceiling or a sidewall somewhere. If not, it might be one of those like secret caves you have to ascend into and you just kind of have to know where to go. Oh, there it is. Explodable wall. Let's go, Toolin! Alright. He nailed it. Yeah, I almost forgot the bubble frog. Wow. Yeah, hey Jackie, all good to see you again too. Yeah, I was sick there for a bit, so all is well now. I'm actually really enjoying tonight. Definitely missed it. Definitely missed y'all too. I was real on the fence about getting on last weekend. Like Friday night, I still wasn't really feeling good, but I thought maybe I felt good enough to stream. But also kind of felt like I just would have sat there, you know, not really talking. So I didn't. And then I think it was Sunday, I tried streaming Legos. And sure enough, yeah, I was just kind of sitting there going through the motions. I just wasn't feeling good, so it's like, well, probably a good thing I didn't try TOTK after all. Okay, so I thought there was a Hudson puzzle here. Yep, there it is. Okay, and this is one of these pesky pinpointed ones. So yeah, it looks like we need to put a nice tall object through this one. Probably a tree. Oh, that's right, that won't cut trees down. I think I've been using that for this work. I cannot really see this one good because of the rain. Okay, I think I got it in there. But I don't think that's going to hold it upright. I think we need something under it. Oh, check that out. Oh no, I should have done that in the second part. This is going to be difficult, if even possible. I don't know if that's actually going to work. We might need something else under there to like level it, but let's see what he says. I guess as long as it stays up, you don't care. Okay. Yeah, we good. Yeah, thanks guys. Definitely appreciate it. Yeah, Jackie L, you actually just missed Brad by a few minutes there. He had to go put the kiddos to bed. Yeah, that thing like tipped and turned. I thought it was going to fall over for sure. But it held. Alright, I'm not really seeing anything else around here that I want to bother with. But I do want to get out here, get after some of this stuff out here in the open. And this is one of these red arrow pointers. I flew right over it. I remember how much fun this was in BOTW, getting rocked by Octoroks from every freaking direction. And from miles away, too. They had deadly accurate aim from afar. So it looks like they hooked us up with some Octoroks here in TotK as well. Okay. I see the wind is still blowing. Don't need the tool and sneeze for that. Okay, so I mentioned a Koroks that had to travel. This one is timed. I hope Toolin is charged up. Oh, you can also use that draft. Little speed boost. Oh, and we still got the attack power crabs. Good to know. I'm sure the defense crabs are right behind them. Although I only see the one, so maybe not. Oh, and more prongies to boot. Okay, nice. That's another good notable area for him. So I guess really just this whole area over here. I was just looking in the wrong places before. Alright, I gotta consort with my map here just for navigational accuracy. I totally meant to stamp that. So yeah, let's go cave diving. Everything else is rock and roll. I tried to open my glider that entire time. So I'm noticing all the caves in this area are wet caves. Kind of reminds me of Zora. So I guess, you know, getting back to the Zora weapons, doing double damage, this would be a great place to use your Zora weapons. You're always wet. I tried to get in the water, didn't work out. Ah! Oh, we didn't do it! Get back here. There we go. Auto die, loving it. Alright, we are looking for bubble frogs and treasure chests, I believe, in this one. Let me make sure I'm not missing any truffles or anything yummy. And of course we got the rubber armor, so yeah, definitely want to keep an eye out for that. It's probably what's beeping out here in front of me. And I think I need to build a boat. But I don't see, like, design devices laying around. Well, there's our bubble frog answer. Oh, it's another one of these up and down caves. Okay. We gotta deal with the tide. Oops. So now I'll show you how, how I like to usually do these. I guess I'm not gonna get that bomb. Nope, and that's okay. See, I just kind of wait the tide out. So you don't have to worry about the spiky things. I knew better, and I picked it up anyway. Alright, I think that's pretty much it for this cave. It's pretty straightforward. Nothing really hidden in here, per se. Come on, Link. Of course, I could just put the frog suit on that I did all that work to get upgraded. Alright, I think that's our second piece. Or it's our third piece. Nice! Alright, we got a complete set. I could actually go upgrade that, get Unshockable set bonus. Nice, nice. We will go ahead and stamp that with a star. And from here, gosh, what else do I want to do over here? I'm pushing 2 hours, so probably not much more. I might just kind of finish this little lap around the pond or whatever this is, the lagoon. The Hooligoos, oh, I can't even talk. The Hooligoos Lagoon. Did I say that right? The Hooligans Lagoon. There's a shrine over here. I'm not sure where over there. It might be inside some kind of a funny structure. I'm going to go investigate that. It's a little bit out of the way, but not terribly so. And then there's another Hudson Puzzle down here. I do want to scoop that up as well. Looks like right about there, give or take. It's rough math. Ooh, and a Koroks seed to boot. That one's visible from the map, baby. Circle of rocks. Another Koroks seed. There was another one down here too somewhere in the water, and I said I wasn't going to go out of my way when I was on the mountain, which I'm still not going to go out of my way. But I do want to stamp him for you as well. I think that's him. No, it doesn't look right. That's the one right there. Whoops. Okay, and then there's definitely a traveler. I need to find my friend. And he's not far from this yellow point here. There's going to be a guy just kind of hanging out here somewhere. So I should see him. But yeah, he takes us like way the heck over here. And then that's actually close to another Hudson Puzzle. So yeah, I definitely want to hit that. And there's a cave down here, believe it or not. Oh, that's the cave I already did. Yep. Okay, so yeah, I guess just after that traveler, I'll do that Hudson Puzzle and we'll call it a day. There's another Koroks right there by it too, ironically. Alright, let's go to work. See what I'm going to hit first. Probably the higher up stuff, but it's... Oh, that didn't sound great. Something in the background just fell over. I told you guys I was running out of space back there. Yeah, the rain is going to be a problem, so I'm going to cheat this one a little bit if I can. Should be able to fly it right there. Oh, I know it fell over. It was the little Zelda sign. Luckily, it's made of metal and non-breakable. Okay, so we're hitting... Wow, that's a ways. Okay, you can actually see the shrine from here. So yeah, that's where we're ultimately wanting to head for. Let's go, Tulin. Supercharge. Oh, and there's that glimpse. Wow, that one's really confusing from the map. It almost looked like it was on the ground level and it was under some kind of a weird structure. I guess that weird structure I was seeing on the map is just a puzzle cube thing with no puzzle. You guys, I didn't realize you heard that strongly through the mic. It scared the crap out of me. Like, I felt the whole couch shake when that fell. So yeah, I guess you would have heard that. Okay, so that is underneath a structure. Interesting. Yeah, so you wouldn't be able to see this unless you were approaching from this direction. If you're looking down from that way, you'd never know this was here. Alright, good to go. So yeah, let's go ahead and hit pink. There's our Hudson puzzle. That's another pinpointed pesky puzzle. PPP. The 3 P's in a pod. And this one I might actually have to level out. I don't know. I'm going to try it without because I don't like to do any more work than I have to when I play video games. Oh man, what is happening here? Excuse me. Oh, those are pre-attached? So the game is kind of telling me it wants me to level this one off, but again, I missed. I missed the hole. I'm not sure how tall this thing has to be, so just to play it safe. Now let's see if I can find the hole. That's not it. Did I get it? I got it. Alright. Alright, as long as it stays standing, theoretically it should work. But you know what? I don't know. I don't feel too comfortable about this one, so I'm going to go ahead since it's already put together. And I really don't feel like I'm doing extra work here. I'll just go ahead and plop that down. Ah, you jerks. Oh, they really want that one to be level. Man, I gotta build that whole not the whole thing. So I thought this was just gonna be a real quick, you know, last couple of pigs. We'll be done with this in 5 minutes. That is not going to be the case here today. Looks like I need to double that up too. Oh, I didn't snap that. Whoops. There we go. And just try to let that fall naturally. That looks better. That should hold. Let's go, bro. Snap out of it. Alright, that definitely did it. So all that water I just drank, I'm going to have to go let some of that out. I'll be right back. Oh, I forgot. I have to stand here to spam the button. I probably could have done this from the restroom. Blindly, so I would have been sitting here pushing B forever. Probably trashing a weapon in the process. I don't know, what does B do when you're just standing there doing nothing? Let's find out. Oh, nothing. Yeah, so I would have been safe. Alright, enough goofing around. Let's go ahead. Ooh, what was that? Shiny. Sparkly. I guess just the last... Yep, we're pretty much out of here. My beeper ain't beeping, so no chests. Oh, I forgot to mark the puzzle. I didn't mark that one either. Yep, just remembered. Okay, so I believe this one's a Koroks seed. That's right, circle of rocks. And Tears of the Kingdom is pretty picky, so these things pretty much have to be where they want them to be. And I already know that one's like way too far off. Yeah, ha 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 ha. Good day to you, sir. Moving right along. Let's get these last two pins done, and then, guys, I'm gonna have to call it. I'm starting to get the body aches here. I might stream again later, though. I don't know what. Maybe No Man's Sky? So yeah, late night stream might happen tonight. Can't promise that, but I'm really having fun with No Man's Sky again. Just building random things, and I need to do a cubid tutorial. A cuboid. I'm really not seeing anything standing out here. I don't see any prongy. Yep, yeah, I do see prongy. Okay, so we are still in prongy territory here. Oh, I could do Skyrim. I haven't done Skyrim in over a month. I always enjoy doing that one late night. And I still haven't started Subnautica. I know! Like, I've been talking about this game for too long. Maybe I should just turn that on tonight and play that. It'll be a quick walkthrough. Like, I can get through that game pretty quick. What really ties me up in Subnautica is the building. I really get geeky with my base building. So that's what tends to drag out my playthroughs, is just screwing around with my builds. But yeah, talk about beautiful games. Like, that's really why I like playing No Man's Sky. The crisp, just beautiful graphics on the thing. I think it was Sunny Family was watching me stream No Man's Sky last night or night before to show where all my flyers were. Flying mounts or whatever. I showed different planets, different bases. And one of them, she said, wow, definite movie vibes. And I hadn't really realized that until she said it, but yeah. Like, if you take a step back and look at it, it looks like you're in a movie. It's pretty wild. In Subnautica, there's a lot of that kind of feel there, too. So yeah, just all the way around, I really want to get that game going. Excuse me! Yeah, guess who gets to build another airplane? This guy. That should be in my history, as a matter of fact. Oh, here we go with the dummy Korok again. Yeah, let's not waste Zonite if we don't have to. This plane is all over the place right now. I just killed a crab. Where's Mr. Krabs? I am Mr. Krabs. Where's Mr. Krabs? I am Mr. Krabs. I am. Yes, I watched a lot of SpongeBob with my kids. I have no regrets. Oh, no. Nope, don't let that happen. Squeak. Okay. Alright, one more, guys. And then, yeah, we're pushing 2.5 hours here. Not quite, but that feels like a good length here. Wait a minute, what's in there? Nothing. Sparklies! Oh, this is that Koroks seed. Okay. And it's... oh! Ouch. I saw it, I couldn't react fast enough. I might be able to squeeze a campfire in there under the overhang. I don't really know. That stopped raining, so now I'll never know. And lucky for me, I've got some prongies. I got quite a few, point in fact. Yeah, thank you so much, Countess, and appreciate you hanging out tonight. Oh, look at that, guys. I already had one. Genius. Why can't I drop the fish? Is that not a thing? Can you not drop fish? Huh. I guess you cannot drop those out of your inventory. Noted. Guess I'll just have to ultra hand it to where it needs to go. I like how you ended that with SpongeBob is hilarious. Agreed, agreed. Yeah, happy Easter to you too, by the way. I was just talking about that earlier, like, if there's interest in me doing an Easter stream, I'd be more than happy to do that tomorrow. I just can't promise what time that would end up being. I have no idea. It might be an evening time frame stream. But yeah, if there's interest, I'd definitely hook something up. I don't even know if that's a thing. Like, my daughter asked me if I was doing an Easter stream, and I was like, I don't know, is that a thing? And she goes, I don't know. Uh-oh. Maybe that doesn't fit. I don't think that fits. No, there's like a bar in the middle. Well. I don't think that's gonna stay there. Because I can't snap it. Kind of funny they're giving me flamethrowing devices. Like, why would I use that in conjunction with this? Oh, ice! Those aren't flame, those are ice. I think I'm smelling what they're cooking right now. I think these are here so you can make the water icy. And then you can use like ice pieces to help you build this thing. Yeah, that's what they're cooking up here. Which means I need to make sure my shield isn't equipped. Alright, yeah, I like these little tripod ones, because you only have to prevent it from going forward. And you can do that in so many, different numbers of ways, so... I really prefer these over those little pinpointed suckers. Alright, indeed, we are done. So I think that concludes my little stamp quest here. Or my pin set, as I typically call that. And look at me, remembering stamps. Go me. There's some other things like right here. A couple Koroks seeds I will stamp just because they're nearby. Excuse me. Let's see, according to our good friend the dungeon map, that one is a configuration of puzzle blocks. Ooh, that one looks like a nightmare. That thing is all over the place. Yeah, have fun with that one. I might even go do that one just to show it. Or see if I can even do it. But yeah, we've also got a seed over here. Looks like it's right in that tree. Pick up the rock in the tree. Yep. And then a treasure chest. Bomb flowers. Ooh, I might go get those. Just to see what's over there, because there might be some bad boys and fun stuff. I don't know. I think I'll do that, and then I'll go ahead and call the stream good. Usually, if I can keep it under 2.5 hours, I'm happy. I feel like anything more than 2.5 hours, that's turning into, like, the Lord of the Rings movie, and it's just too much time. Okay, yeah, so that's definitely a bad boy nest. Okay, so now I'm kind of glad I came over here to investigate. And there goes Princess, hard at work. Giving away my location. Let's see if I can get a 2 for here. No, I did not. I didn't get either one of them with that blast. Wow. Oh, they're armored. I did not see that coming. I missed one of them. Sorry, horsies! Oh, there you are. What, did you teleport? I'm half tempted to pick up that Bokobo just to see if it's bumped. Oh, it's spiked, never mind. I thought it was Dragon Bone. Do I really want to get into a major fist fight for 5 bombs? Of course I do. Getting there is half the fun. I'm here! Did I miss all of them? Wow, I missed all of them. Get back here. Oh, he's gonna hurt if he connects with that. Ouch. There's my perfect dodge timing all over the place. I'm gonna, oh! I almost said I'm gonna eat spinach! I'm eating spinach! Maybe not. The Brad Ice-It trick. There we go. No spinach tonight. End on a high note. Long throw! So much for ending on a high note. Freaking long throw. I don't think I've seen long throw all night. It's been nice. It's been real nice. There's our shot. Ooh, there's 2 of them. That's interesting. There's my attack power up on a wooden stick that I could have done without. But hey, it's attack power up, so happiness. You can't see my face right now, but it shows you the look of happiness. Alright guys, I do want to check out that Koroks, just because it looks like it might be a bit of a pickle. Like, it looks like a nightmare on the map. And I might be sacrificing a rocket shield here in the interest of time saving. Ooh, water fruit. Splash fruit. Wrong buttons. I half wondered if there was going to be a Hinox or something up here. Guess not. Alright, so yeah, it's just the... Actually, I think there was a Hinox here in BOTW. So yeah, it's just the puzzle block configuration, but wow. I can't claim that. Keep forgetting that. Okay, it definitely doesn't go on the top anywhere. Oh my goodness. Man, this thing is literally making my brain itchy. Like, I have no idea where to even start with this right now. Oh, upside down maybe? No. I mean, I see in my mind how this needs to be completed. But I don't see how I can make that work with my current puzzle piece. Okay, I think I see it now. Very tricky. Very tricky indeed. I thought I had it there. What's stopping it? Man, that was a doozy. I am not gonna lie. My brains feel like mashed potatoes now, just looking at that thing. So yeah, hopefully you guys had an easier time with that one, but yeah, that's that one. You just basically stick the T in sideways. Good to go. Alright guys, I am definitely getting close to budget on time here, but wow, we knocked a lot out. Like, definitely a productive session here. We did a lot of coverage. We did the entire Mount Lanayru, and then we even went north of that, so... hot dog. And the real prize there was that rubber armor. Speaking of which, I'm going to go see what's needed to upgrade that since we're on the subject. I always like to show that. Even if I don't know what it is, I can at least show y'all in case you're interested. Alright guys, so yeah, if we want to do an Easter stream, just let me know. Feel free to let me know now in chat or just, you know, in comments later after the video post or whatever. And I'm trying to be very careful on my stretching here so I don't knock things down. My poor Zelda sign. But yeah, I'm definitely down to do an Easter stream if there's interest in that. Yeah, Marigold, it was fun having you. Definitely enjoyed it. And guys, wow, like I missed this. I'm not gonna lie. I genuinely missed getting on here these past 3 weekends. I'm going to miss you guys again next weekend, because I'm going to be out of town. There's my fairy fountain. But yeah, that was a planned trip. So yeah, being out of town next weekend. I'll probably do some late night streaming, you know, maybe some Skyrim or something. I really want to do Zelda, but I like sticking to a schedule for Zelda. So I don't know. I'll have to kind of play that by ear. If I can give folks some notice, you know, I may do something unscheduled while I'm out of town. Alright. I've not... Yeah, I knew those stupid electric tails. I knew it. Everything else I'm okay on. Possibly. I need to see what the next level requires. But I'm pretty sure I've got like the low-hanging stuff. It's those pesky tails every time. Yeah, I've definitely got the Volt Fruits, okay. See, all you gotta do is upgrade that twice anyway, unless you really want the extra armor. I'll show you what's required moving forward if you're interested in that. But I don't have the tail, so I can't go past the next level anyway. So yeah, you would need the tails for sure to get up to 12, and then once you hit 12, then you need even more tails. So tails, 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 guys. It's a nightmare, but it's what it requires. So, you know, me personally, I'm really only interested in set bonus, so I'm happy with that. But again, a lot of times, you know, you need that in a combat situation, so it's nice to have the extra armor. But the doggone tails, they're deadly. And the game is very chintzy about giving them to you. So even when you're out in the desert or just wherever, you know, farming electric lizzles, getting the tails, it's tough to do. What I would recommend is do it at night, because they pop out more during the night anyway. And when you get one or two in a row, save the game. Don't think twice, do not pass go, do not collect $200. I pretty much save the game every time I get one. Because sometimes the game will lock up, or you'll die, or just something will happen, and you lose it. And if you got a couple in a row, like, that's a big deal. So yeah, just remember, save the game as you're collecting them, and you should be good to go. Yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. That's all my words of wisdom here for the night. So in case I don't see you guys again tomorrow, definitely want to wish everybody a very happy Easter Sunday. And folks, as always, until the next time, best of luck and happy hunting. Yeah, Jackie, so thanks for mentioning that. I'm not sure what time. I might be getting together with some family tomorrow, but it's kind of maybe, and it's not sure on what time that would happen. It would probably just be a quick coffee or something, but once I get that figured out, I'll get something posted in community and let you guys know if I'm going to be able to make it. But yeah, we'll do something tomorrow for sure, just again, not sure what time. So yeah, we'll have some TOTK going on tomorrow. Should be fun. Yeah, thank you so much, Wanda. Thanks, everybody, for the happy Easter wishes. Definitely wish you guys all the same. And, yeah, we'll definitely have a good Easter. God, the words. Must be getting tired or something. Too much chocolate. Alright, guys, once again, happy Easter, and definitely hope you guys have a good night. Until the next time, peace out, y'all.